Well, it's been a little while since we've done an update, so I wanted to do a quick video to just show what's been going on. Not a whole lot on our end. The electrician's been in here. My dad came up and we did a little plumbing. But in the last video, I showed how I was doing this 3-inch vent out of the house. And what I've done here is, as it's going into the house, each BCI I cut into, dropping a 1/4 inch all the way down this way to the first bathroom, which is our master bedroom. Just a commode and a pedestal sink is going to go in here. And so I've got this vent tied in up here, right there, and then crossing over to the utility room. And my dad and I plumbed this in last week before he left for his bowling tournament in Vegas. And so we got our washer and dryer plumbing plumbed in here, and then the condensate from the boiler plumbed in to this drain right here. And then this drain here is going to accommodate 2 sinks, a little pedestal sink in here, and then it's going to come up and go this way over into the main bathroom, where about right there is the vanity and sink in here. So I've got to plumb that in. Not going to do that until Dad gets back. We'll just wait on that plumbing. I'm just going to get on the sheetrock because I'm at that point now where I've started to vapor barrier the lid. And I want to finish our bedroom first and the kitchen. I've got some help coming up this week from Anchorage. It's going to help me hang some sheetrock. Using up some of this free sheetrock that I got from my dad. It's a lot of it's 5/8 and it's brown. Well, I don't care because I'm going to prime it, and it's going to go on the lid anyways, and the lid's going to get tongue and grooved eventually. So I'm just going to fire tape the lid. And got some of this. I mean, some of it was pretty well damaged up, so as you can see, I'm cutting it into, I'm using up some of that damaged stuff, just piecing it together, which is okay. You know, it's all gonna be good on when it's finished. So I got one piece up last night. Just wanted to get one up there just to feel good about it. So anyway, I'm gonna finish insulating it here now that I'm done with this venting. Somebody commented about cutting into the BCIs and killing the strength of the roof. Yeah, I knew that going in, but I didn't want the vents to go right up through my roof. I don't like poking holes in the roof if I don't have to. The only hole I've got in my roof is for the chimney, for our wood burning stove. And I'd rather not do the venting through the roof. So what I'm going to do is I'm going out this way, and then it goes out through the gable, and then it'll go vertical once it comes out of the gable. No hole in the roof. So, and yes, you can vent like that. I know a lot of people say it's better not to have, to stay as vertical as you can. I understand that, but that venting going to the side like that, as long as it's going downhill towards the drains, it'll vent just fine. Never seen an issue with that. Yes, they do definitely vent better when they're vertical. And the one in the bathroom, the one in the kitchen is independent. And so I've got, because it's ICF, I went up with 2-inch. Went up with 2-inch all the way up to the, let me go up this ladder, you can see it a little better. So the, going up there, and then I'm going to transition outside of the house to 3-inch. Connecting it there, and then it'll go out the gable, and then it'll go vertical for about, probably 3 feet. 3 or 4 feet, something like that. So we're moving along. Had some help this week from Dakota and Spencer, and we got the rest of the insulation up and started doing our vapor barrier. Getting her done. So that's the update for now. The electrician is done with the inside, so I'm good to go on getting on the sheetrock. So I want to get some green board in here, coming up to about this high, top where the cabinets will be with green board, and then I'll transition to cheaper sheetrock all the way to about over there with the green board, and then everything over here can be just regular, inexpensive sheetrock. Well, inexpensive compared to green board or blue board, but so anyways, I've got this donated sheetrock my dad picked up for practically nothing, and got a few pieces of green board in there, so I'll put that to use. 1/2 inch, but I got this 5/8, and in our code here we don't have to use 5/8 on the lid, so I'm going to use it because I have it, but I'll use it up in the bedrooms because I don't want to use 5/8 in here and then transition to 1/2 inch. So everything in here is going to be 1/2 inch. You know, we're going to tongue and groove everything, so I don't really care about that, you know, the color being brown. I'm just going to fire tape the lid anyway and not get too fancy with that. And then the walls will be we'll do a good finish on those, and I'm going to do this roll-on texture. It's called a leaf. It's called the leaf pattern. We looked at different texture patterns, and I've seen that leaf wallpaper in people's homes before, and I really like it. And the texture looks pretty good too. And I'll have my mousse up here eventually, and then right below it I'm going to do some drywall art right about there. I've done drywall art before, just playing around. It's not too hard to do. You know, I can carve moose antlers, so drywall art's pretty easy for me. Anyway, just gonna do some kind of cool stuff just to make the place look a little better, and you know, eventually we're gonna have a spiral staircase right there. We're gonna, you know, we've decided we want to put that off and do it right. I'm gonna do a log spiral staircase right here. It's a little tight in there, but when I crunch the numbers, it'll work. I'm just gonna have to use a little bit smaller log than I would have liked to have used. So we'll mount the log here at the base and go on up with it. So I'm gonna have to close this loft off, just put some rails across. I was thinking about using diamond willow up here as a, you know, just a rail. And then we'll, you know, for now, we'll just have the outside deck and door there will be the way we get into the loft until we can tackle that log staircase. And, you know, I want to take my time and do it right, so. That's pretty much all I've got now. Got the propane plumbed to the kitchen. Did that last weekend when Dad came up. So you can see we went up here, put this in last week. I want to keep my propane exposed outside of, you know, I don't want it into the walls. I want to keep it exposed so I can get to it if I ever need to. So it's running across the top of the loft up there. That's all going to be enclosed, so it doesn't really matter. And then it runs over here into the kitchen. It comes down over here. The propane down here, down to the floor, and then over to the stove, which is going to be over there. So that's the update for now. I hope everybody had a good break, and really appreciate everybody's feedback. It's definitely taken into consideration, a lot of times implemented. So you know, some of the people that watch the channel are you know, experienced home builders, and been doing it for years, different things like roofers, you know. So the feedback's been amazing, and it's helped us to you know, implement your ideas. So we just wanted to, you know, say everybody, God bless you, and thank you very much for your input, and hope everybody had a good time with their families during the break. And until next time, Kendrick Homestead signing off. Well, Wednesday, January 24th, finishing up for the day. Anyways, we've got all the insulation is done. Visqueen is up. I'm not going to put Visqueen on the walls in here, obviously, because of the ICF, but the lid is Visqueened out. I'm using up some of this damaged sheetrock that I got. We are going, sweetheart. So put some sheetrock up here a couple days ago, just to get rid of some of this damaged stuff. And yeah, so that's where we're at. We just got the visqueen up, the rest of it today in the Arctic entry. And Dakota and I were doing a little sheetrock in the kitchen.
Come on, let's go home.
We are going home. So we got this sheetrock up here in the kitchen. Only had the guys for 3 hours, but moving along pretty good. And then the Arctic entry, all the insulation and visqueen up in there, and that's where we're at. My dad's going to be coming back up. We're going to finish up some plumbing, a little bit that's left, and I'll be good to go. Just go insulate wherever the priority tells us to insulate. Right now the kitchen's a priority, and I'm going to finish sheetrock in the bedroom, and we'll move on from there. I think this Arctic entry is a priority for me to get some sheetrock on this as well, simply because it'll help tighten it up more and make our propane efficiency go up on the in-floor heating. The more tight you make it, the more efficient it gets. So keep the ball rolling. And that's about all we got for now. So next time, I think we'll go ahead and get a video out since we haven't done anything in a while, and maybe in a couple weeks we'll have enough forward motion again to get another one going. Who knows?